it's fruitless to follow a passion if you're not building infrastructure around your passion. And one way to build this infrastructure is by having a fiscal sponsor. So one of the questions that I want to answer today is, what is a fiscal sponsor? Why is it important? Sometimes I throw this word around like, yeah, I have a fiscal sponsor. You really need to know what this is if you're a creative person or if you're a business owner. As you may know from like my last videos, there are grants. And to define grants are really, it's money that is available if you apply for it. It's not a loan. It's money that's really given to you, possibly to support a cause, to support a project, to support things of that nature. And if you are an individual or if you are a business owner, you are technically thought of as a for-profit entity, right? And there's nothing wrong with being a for-profit entity. Like, I have a business and it is for profit. But the thing is that sometimes to get access to grants, you have to, let's say, have a nonprofit, or you have to, they only can give money to the nonprofit organization. But there's ways around being a for-profit entity or being an individual artist and getting some of these grants. And the way to do that is to have a quote unquote a fiscal sponsor. Now, a fiscal sponsor in essence is a nonprofit organization that you partner with to receive grant money that they then pass through to you. Now, a fiscal sponsor and getting a fiscal sponsor is not as difficult as it seems, or it's not as easy as it seems, right? Some organizations offer more support than others. Some organizations are more open or less open to being a fiscal sponsor. But the real key thing about a fiscal sponsor is, from my experience, it's not just an organization that's like, okay, here, take this money that you just applied for. They are really an anchor. They are a partner of mine that I build with. Not only do they offer opportunities for the money to pass through from a grant opportunity, but a fiscal sponsor also helps me build my network. They help create value to my work. They help me create more partnerships that eventually lead to more opportunities for funding for my projects and for partnerships. You might remember me saying in a past video that it's fruitless to follow a passion if you're not building infrastructure around your passion. And one way to build this infrastructure is by having a fiscal sponsor. I really like the idea of having a fiscal sponsor, and I really like the setup that I personally have, because I don't have the responsibilities of owning a nonprofit, which comes with all of its responsibilities of having a board, reporting all your finances to the public, and etc. So having a fiscal sponsor avoids the struggles of owning a nonprofit, but also gives you the benefit of having the ability to receive grant funding and more partnership and support, and ultimately helping you build infrastructure. So not only is my fiscal sponsor passing through grants to me, they're also giving me the opportunity to help build the nonprofit. And so when I have extra time and I see large grant opportunities or grant opportunities that support the programming, I will apply for it. Not only will these grants bring money to the nonprofit, but it's also passing through to me so that I can get paid being a teaching artist, so that I can get paid for traveling to different countries to do cultural preservation work. And this is the thing I really love to do. Like, the partnership that I have with my fiscal sponsor allows me to travel, allows me to be creative, and more importantly, allows me to build a genuine community and be around a community of people that I simply enjoy. It's always the balance too, because you always want to balance your personal goals and the fiscal sponsor and grant goals. Everyone has different and similar goals. And if you could find a nonprofit organization that aligns with your goals, that is open enough to help pass through grants to you, I think you're set up for success, at least in building your first pieces of infrastructure. So I just want to shout out my fiscal sponsor, Solidarity Studios. They have a studio space that I use. They have an event space that I can use. Solidarity Studios has a legal entity that I can leverage to get grants. And honestly, they've been nothing but good to me. And I really hope that you can find a fiscal sponsor, a nonprofit organization that can support the infrastructure of your mission, of your work, because it will take you to the next level. Thank you for tuning in. You're tuned in to Office Hours with Powered by Cesar. You know that. Please, if you found this helpful, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and share this video with an artist or creative that can find this information helpful to help them build the infrastructure that they need to make an impact in the world.